Warning: the following video contains amateur chess content. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of The Road to 1000 ELO. Today we're playing some 10-minute games, and we're going to see if we can climb this rating ladder, baby. We are 952 at the moment. Yeah, so hopefully we can get closer to drawing this to a close. All right, so I watched an Eric Rosen video today, and it was on the Ponziani. So I think I kind of have to play it. It'll be really interesting if some of the ideas come to fruition here. So c3 and then d4 is the idea, and this is exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the two knights. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to see. So the idea is to play this unless they play d5, I think is the idea. So we're going to play this. There's various queen a4 threats. But it looks like they're just going to take the pawn. But now we have this, right? So we can win tempo on this knight. It's a really fascinating opening. I used to play this when I was quite low rated. So I'm coming back to it. See, and now we can just get tempo again. So we're just going to keep kicking the knights around. Yep, and now the knight's got to go back again, like... Or actually, no, the bishop can take. Okay, but now we have a pleasant position. None of our ideas happened with queen a4, but you guys should really look at the Ponziani. It's actually very fascinating opening. So now I'm just thinking takes, and we win a pawn. I guess they can just take here, though. I got to be kind of careful. If takes, there is takes. So that's a bit interesting. So maybe... this didn't happen in the videos I watched, clearly. I'm also not Eric Rosen. So I think we're just gonna... take. Opponent can have this pawn. Yep, so they do take. Yeah, this didn't go at all like the videos I watched. A little bit sad, actually. But it's actually very interesting how you can kick the knights around. Okay, so now they've blocked in their bishop, which is pretty cool. This knight's in a pretty awkward place. So all good things. I think we're just going to keep going with development as normal. We're guarding this pawn. I think everything's fine. Okay, opponent wants to come over here, perhaps. Maybe here's the idea in a bit. But for now, I think we're just gonna get the bishop out, probably just right here. Yeah, but this game, not how the videos went. We're just down a pawn. I think we'll just castle as well. But definitely watch some Ponziani videos if you haven't. Okay, opponent snags another pawn. I'm getting outplayed, kinda. I'm getting a tad bit outplayed here, I'm not gonna lie. Really don't want to give up this bishop. I really don't want to. Where can this knight go? You can go a lot of places. I guess we'll just reluctantly give up our bishop. But yeah, we're down 2 pawns, so not a great situation. Not a great situation. Okay, so now they're threatening this. We might have to come back with this bishop. Do we have to come back? I think we honestly might have to. Could just play queen d2, actually. Yeah, we're not getting forked. I think we're okay. Okay, opponent goes for our knights, which they would be kind of X-rayed, but if we move this one, then this one's defended. So I think we'll just move this knight somewhere. It's just a question of where do I want it. I think maybe here. I guess it can get kicked pretty easy, but I kind of want this bishop. Kind of want their bishop. I got to make faster moves, though. Yeah, I don't want the bishop coming here. I don't want the bishop coming there. So let's just trade it off. Yep, and they do go for exactly what I was afraid of. But what about this? Is that completely deranged? Do I want the knight there or the bishop there? I mean, this gains tempo. I think the bishop wants to live here. Oh, now this is just a free knight, though, but we do have this nice move. Okay. Now what do we want to do with this knight? Because it is hanging. I think here, probably. Oh, I can't put it there. I'm so bad. Yeah, not too many great squares. If I go here, takes. I guess that loses a pawn. There's not many good places to put this knight. Okay, we're going to reluctantly just put it here. I'm assuming this is an idea that he wants, so at least we stop that. That's kind of where my head's at on that. And then this trade, I think we welcome. I think we'll take that bishop, and then now we're in time for this move. All right, so we're clawing out. I definitely need to rewatch that Rosen video because this is horrendous. So now I need to bring a rook to the e file, I feel. So I think this one makes a little more sense. Surely this can't be the idea. Sacking a knight to make my king a little unsafe. Surely that can't be the idea. I'm kind of thinking right now, back on my head game plan, if opponent just kind of plays some waiting moves, is I want to get the knight here, try to fork the rooks, and we're supported by the queen. Yeah, so that I think we'll just ignore that for now. Try to get this. Then we'll be up material, actually, I think. Right? I think it'll be exactly even, actually. It'll be dead even. Okay, so that was the angle. So they're going to go for a bishop sack, it would appear. Okay, I'm kind of seeing the angle. If I take, he does have a check, and he wins my rook. So how about I just ignore that for right now? Yeah, how about I just ignore that? Yep, and then we get these cookies with check. I need to move my queen. Can't blunder that. This looks pretty good because we pin the knight. Yeah, I think I'll play this. I kind of like my position all of a sudden. I think he got a little tunnel vision on this idea. And realized that it wasn't quite what he expected it to be. Okay, now what do I want to play? Maybe this. No, that doesn't really solve the issue, does it? I just need to make a move. How about we trade a rook? I think that's a good idea. Oh, he has a fork right now. I'm actually tweaking. Oh my god, I'm actually tweaking. He still has the fork. But not if I do this. Not if I do this. Wow. We went for a fork and blundered one of our own. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so this has got to be what he's going for here. But the pawn protects that for now. Is this too committal? Or no, this just wins material. Oh no, he unpinned himself. Fuck. I didn't see that he unpinned. Okay, that's actually mad annoying. That's actually mad annoying. Um, okay, he's threatening my rook, actually. What am I doing? I just need to make moves. What the hell am I doing? Okay, I really liked my position, and now I really hate it. My king is unhappy, but to be fair, so is his. These dark squares are atrocious. This knight is just kind of the problem piece right now. It's kind of just making some issues for us. Okay, I have to get this knight out of here. It has long overstayed its welcome. I mean, we are down the house on time. Yeah, we are down the house. Okay, so now I'm thinking this. Yeah, if he takes our knight, honestly, that's a welcome sight. This thing sucks right now, but my idea behind this move, other than that, was this. We are very close to a resignation if he does not take. This would be tragic. I mean, there's a bunch of ways to defend it. I feel like the best one, I don't really know what the best way to defend that is. Maybe like the knight can't do it. The queen can come here, but yeah, the queen can come here, but then we kind of just get a free pawn. Or no, we don't, because it could take. Okay, so he saw what we were cooking up, but I think he forgot about this. So that is on the table. I think, oh no, we can't block our queen. All right, this first. Okay, here, he can just do this. Then we go here. And he can't take. Yeah, that's got to be it. Okay, we'll do this. Next move's here. If he moves the king, we win the queen because of this rook. So if he comes to the e file, okay, yeah, that's exactly what I expected. So now this. And this is mate. I think it's either... No, I think this is just unstoppable checkmate. Yeah. Wow, what a game. What a game. So we're 960 now. That was beautiful. All right, computer said that we played 70% accurate. We had 3 great moves, 7 best moves, no blunders, 2 mistakes, and 1 miss. And it said we were 1050, so we'll take that. We tried to play a Ponziani. We acted like we knew what we were doing. Yep, kicked the knight around. So we had this memorized. Should have taken here. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. This is just losing for us. We should not have pushed the pawn. That's the part I messed up from the video I watched. I should have taken. So we just traded pawns, developed our bishop, threatened the knight. He defended the knight. Brought another piece to the party. Computer wants queen d3 here. Not a whole lot going on. We had to give up our bishop. and lose a pawn in that sequence. So this opening, yeah, like I said, we need to watch the Eric Rosen video again. All right, we moved our queen to a better square because he was threatening this pawn, so we protected. He kind of like X-rayed our knights, but if we move this one, this pawn protects, and it's not an X-ray. Okay, we're almost dead lost here. Yeah, we're almost dead lost. When did it... Okay, it really went wrong. It really went wrong whenever I pushed this pawn. Okay, so that's the detrimental move. I need to recapture and just have the big center. And it just kept getting worse. I mean, it just went downhill and downhill and downhill. Yeah, had to give up a pawn, had to give up a bishop. Terrible, terrible opening play. Yeah, horrible opening play. How could they have punished... Yeah, so we were debating knight or bishop here. Interesting that the knight was better, but I guess that makes sense. Because it is hanging even though we attacked the rook. Okay, and the computer wanted us to bring the knight here, which we almost did, but I saw knight takes, pawn takes, knight takes, pawn takes, and then rook takes, and I didn't like the rook being so active, and also losing a pawn. Traded off his dark square bishop. Now he's got permanent problems, permanent dark square issues around the king, which we saw pay off later in the game. We didn't even pin the knight because this pawn. We just moved the rook to the open file. This move, hard to see why that's a mistake off rip. I guess it's just like a losing move because you can just gain tempo so easy. You're taught not to move bishops where they can easily be kicked out. It's kind of just a waste of your time. Okay, and this was a huge miss. Should have went for this. Interesting. But we had this fork in mind, which paid off on the next move, and now we're almost completely winning. So we took this rook with check. They took back. I'm glad we recognized... this is how I know I'm actually improving. Like, even though I say a lot of stuff about openings that I just don't know anything about sometimes, it's the core principles, you know? Like, recognizing that I made that dark square issue for him when I took his bishop. And then also recognizing that this piece is pinned, and this is just a monster diagonal. That makes me really happy to see I'm improving in that sense. We never fell for this. We never fell for taking the bishop, because as soon as we take the bishop, we get forked right back, which is just bad news. And then I actually think that leads to checkmate, right? If I take this bishop and he forks, and then he takes, I can take, and then his queen just mates me, if I'm not mistaken. Or actually, do we have... No, we have this. We have this, so we barely hold on. Okay, we should have just taken the knight. Yeah, what am I doing? That's a free piece. Or no, it's not. How is that a free piece? How? Okay, hold on. I gotta see why this is... I gotta see why this works. Okay, yeah, it works if you do that move order, but what happens if opponent... What happens if I take the knight and he just takes back with the pawn? Then what the hell are we doing? Then I'm just down. Okay, so this is where we were really confused what we wanted to get out of the position. Yeah, I can't really explain these moves. I was just playing poorly. Yeah, we kicked the knight out. Best move. We should have brought the queen here, but we were cooking up. We were cooking up. We were threatening this fork, which you can just resign at that point, which I guess made him want to go this way. I'm not really sure how else you defend that. That is kind of tricky. So I can't blame him for that. Let's see. Okay, he should have just taken the knight, which is... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's what we were saying. He's got to give up this bishop, which is causing us trouble, or he's going to get forked or mated. Then we gave this check, and we calculated knight comes back, because if he would have walked here, then we have a discover check, and then we win the queen. So that was kind of his only option was, let me get these arrows off the screen. Why wouldn't it? Oh, those aren't mine. This was kind of his only option. Even though the computer is just saying give up your queen, you're cooked. And then yeah, this is just, you can just resign here. Because this is unstoppable mate, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Stockfish is just giving all his pieces up. So that's how you know it's lost. So yeah, that was beautiful. So we ended off 960 elo. Hopefully we're gonna, I really enjoy the series, but I mean, hopefully we're gonna bring it to a close here shortly. Shouldn't need more than like 10 more episodes, even if things go poorly, I would hope. So yeah, bittersweet for sure that this series is gonna go away, but I guess we'll just do normal chess videos, or maybe like rating climbs, some kind of rating climb in like 100 elo increments. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any suggestions of where to go from here once we do hit 1,000 elo. And with that said, I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. If you ever want to watch me live, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/curbchess. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.